Expand the first keynote to 400 words, but don't mention any subheading and ending sentences. One of the biggest reasons people fall into overthinking is because they feel they must have all the answers before moving forward. They worry about tomorrow, next month, or even years ahead. They spend hours imagining different outcomes, trying to predict what might happen. Yet the truth is that human knowledge is limited. No matter how intelligent, experienced, or careful a person may be, they can never fully know what the future holds. Only Allah possesses complete knowledge of everything that has happened, everything that is happening, and everything that will happen. Allah knew your story before you were even created. He knew the family you would be born into, the opportunities you would receive, the challenges you would face, and the blessings that would enter your life. Nothing catches Allah by surprise. The situation that is causing you stress today is something Allah already knew about long before you experienced it. This reality should bring comfort to every believer, because it means that your life is not unfolding randomly. There is wisdom behind every event, even when that wisdom is hidden from you. Many times, people become anxious because they focus only on what they can see. When a door closes, they think it is the end. When a plan fails, they assume something has gone wrong. When an opportunity disappears, they feel defeated. But Allah sees beyond the moment. What appears to be a loss may actually be protection. What feels like a delay may be preparation. What seems like a disappointment may be guiding you towards something far better than what you originally wanted. Think about the moments in your life when things did not go according to your plan. At the time, you may have felt frustrated or confused. Yet later you realize that Allah's decision was better than your own. Perhaps a relationship ended that would have brought pain. Perhaps a job opportunity was missed that would not have benefited you. Perhaps a delay taught you patience, strength, and reliance upon Allah. Looking back, you could see wisdom that was invisible in the moment. Overthinking often comes from trying to control things that are beyond human control. Trust grows when you remember that Allah's knowledge is perfect and complete. He knows what is best for you even when you do not understand it. He knows the path that will lead to your growth, your success, and your ultimate good. When you truly believe this, your heart begins to let go of unnecessary worry and rests in the certainty that Allah is managing every detail with wisdom and mercy. Overthinking has a way of turning small concerns into overwhelming fears. A single problem enters the mind, and before long it grows into dozens of imagined scenarios. People begin questioning every decision, worrying about every possibility, and expecting outcomes that may never happen. The mind becomes trapped in a cycle of what-if questions. What if I fail? What if things get worse? What if I make the wrong choice? These thoughts create emotional exhaustion and rob a person of the peace that Allah wants for them. Fear often grows when we focus only on our own abilities and limitations. When we rely solely on ourselves, every challenge appears larger than it really is. We start believing that everything depends on our planning, our intelligence, and our efforts. While Islam teaches us to work hard and take responsibility, it also teaches us that the final outcome belongs to Allah. No amount of worrying can change what Allah has already decreed, and no amount of fear can prevent what He has planned. Trusting Allah changes the way we look at life's difficulties. It reminds us that we are never carrying our burdens alone. Allah is the most powerful, the most wise, and the most merciful. When a believer places their trust in Him, they understand that every situation is under His control. This does not mean challenges disappear instantly, but it means the heart is no longer consumed by panic. Instead of constantly fearing the future, a believer learns to face each day with confidence that Allah's help is always near. Many people think peace comes from having complete certainty about what will happen next. In reality, true peace comes from knowing who is in control of what happens next. Life has always been uncertain. There will always be unanswered questions, unexpected changes, and circumstances beyond our understanding. If peace depended on having all the answers, no one would ever experience it. Peace comes from trusting that Allah's wisdom is greater than our understanding, and that His plan is better than our expectations. When difficulties arise, overthinking asks, what if everything goes wrong? Faith asks, what if Allah is preparing something better? Overthinking focuses on the size of the problem, while trust focuses on the greatness of Allah. The more a person remembers Allah, makes dua, and reflects on His promises, the more their fears begin to lose their power. Their heart becomes stronger because it is connected to the one who controls every outcome. A believer who trusts Allah still makes plans, works hard, and takes action. The difference is that they do not allow fear to dominate their heart. They understand that success comes from Allah, protection comes from Allah, and guidance comes from Allah. This understanding creates a sense of calm that no worldly solution can provide. Even during difficult times, the heart remains steady because it knows that Allah never abandons those who place their trust in Him. One of the most difficult tests for any person is waiting. We live in a world that encourages instant results. People want success immediately, answers immediately, and blessings immediately. When something does not happen according to their expectations, frustration begins to grow. They start questioning why their prayers have not been answered yet, why their goals have not been achieved yet, or why others seem to be moving ahead while they remain in the same place. This is often where overthinking begins. The mind becomes filled with doubts, worries, and negative assumptions. What many people fail to realize is that delays are not always denials. Just because something has not happened yet does not mean it will never happen. Allah's timing is different from human timing. We often judge situations based on what we want right now, while Allah sees the complete picture. He knows what is best for us, when it is best for us, and how it should happen. What seems like a delay to us may actually be a form of mercy and protection from Him. There are times when we ask Allah for something that we strongly desire, believing it will make us happy. Yet Allah, in His infinite wisdom, knows that receiving it immediately could harm us or lead us away from something better. Sometimes our character needs to be strengthened before we receive a blessing. Sometimes our faith needs to grow. Sometimes circumstances around us need to change. Sometimes Allah is preparing opportunities that we cannot yet see. If we received everything the moment we asked for it, we might miss the wisdom and growth that come through waiting. Think about a seed planted in the ground. For a period of time, nothing seems to happen on the surface. A person looking from the outside may think the seed is inactive or forgotten. Yet beneath the soil, important work is taking place. Roots are developing, strength is being built, and preparation is happening for future growth. In a similar way, Allah may be working in your life in ways that are completely hidden from your view. Just because you cannot see progress does not mean Allah is not preparing something remarkable. Many of the greatest blessings arrive after periods of patience. The waiting period often teaches lessons that success itself could never teach. It develops resilience, strengthens trust in Allah, increases gratitude, and reminds us that we are dependent upon Him. These qualities become valuable gifts that remain with us long after the blessing arrives. When you compare your journey to someone else's, it becomes easy to feel discouraged. Every person has a unique path designed by Allah. What comes quickly for one person may come later for another. What matters is not how fast something arrives, but whether it arrives at the right time, according to Allah's wisdom. A blessing received too early can become a burden, while a blessing received at the right time can transform a person's life. Instead of allowing delays to create anxiety, view them as opportunities to strengthen your connection with Allah. Continue making dua, continue striving, and continue believing that Allah's plan is unfolding exactly as it should. The delay itself may be part of the blessing. One day, when everything becomes clear, you may realize that what felt like a frustrating wait was actually Allah's perfect preparation for something far greater than you imagined. Every person carries worries that others cannot see. Some worry about their future, while others worry about their family, finances, health, education, or personal struggles. These concerns often remain hidden deep within the heart. During quiet moments, they return again and again, demanding attention and creating stress. Many people try to solve every problem through constant thinking, believing that if they worry enough, they will eventually find peace. However, endless worrying rarely produces solutions. Instead, it drains energy, weakens hope, and makes problems feel heavier than they truly are. Allah never intended for believers to carry their burdens alone. One of the greatest gifts He has given us is the ability to turn to Him through dua. Dua is not simply a ritual or a collection of words. It is a direct conversation with the Creator of the heavens and the earth. It is an opportunity to place every fear, concern, and uncertainty before the one who has complete power over all things. When a believer sincerely raises their hands to Allah, they are acknowledging that true help comes from Him alone. Many people spend hours replaying problems in their minds, but only a few minutes asking Allah for guidance. Imagine how different life would feel if every moment of anxiety became a moment of dua. Every time fear entered the heart, it could become an opportunity to seek Allah's help. Every worry could become a reminder to strengthen faith. Instead of allowing concerns to control your thoughts, you can use them as reasons to draw closer to your Lord. One of the beautiful aspects of dua is that nothing is too small or too large to bring before Allah. He already knows what is in your heart, yet He loves when His servants call upon Him. You can ask Him for clarity when you feel confused, patience when you feel frustrated, strength when you feel weak, and guidance when you do not know which path to take. No problem is beyond His ability to solve, and no situation is too complicated for His wisdom. Dua also changes the condition of the heart. Even before circumstances improve, a person often feels lighter because they have entrusted their concerns to Allah. The burden becomes easier to carry because they know they are no longer facing it alone. Their focus shifts from the size of the problem to the greatness of the one who controls the solution. This change in perspective creates hope, confidence, and inner peace. There may be times when the answer to your dua does not come immediately. During those moments, continue asking, continue trusting, continue believing in Allah's mercy. Every sincere dua is heard. Allah may answer exactly as requested. He may replace it with something better, or He may reward it in ways that cannot yet be seen. The believer understands that no sincere prayer is ever wasted. When worries begin to fill your mind, do not allow them to remain trapped there. Take them to Allah. Speak to Him with honesty and humility. Cry if you need to cry. Ask if you need to ask. Trust that the one who created your heart understands every pain it carries. The solution to overthinking is not found in endless analysis of every possibility. It is found in surrendering your fears to Allah, increasing your dua, and believing that the one who controls every outcome is taking care of you with perfect wisdom and mercy.